Hi all, let's do a video on C4. C4 is a workout powder. You should take it before you work out. So here it says pre-workout. What a pre-workout does is it gives you energy to work out. Just kind of pumps you up a little bit. It's kind of like a caffeine type thing, you know, just kind of gets you going. So there's many different versions. I was glancing through the GNC website, and there's many different versions. So this is just a fruit punch, 30 servings in this container. Let's see, 195 grams, 6.87 ounces. So basically less than a half a pound. See, a pound is 16 ounces. This one has creatine nitrate. Creatine is just another workout powder, and what creatine does is it helps your muscles absorb water so they look bigger. And what some people think is as soon as you quit taking the creatine, your muscles shrink. So I've read that creatine though is very popular, and I remember reading a few years back that every athlete in the world takes creatine. So whether or not that's true, I don't know. So GMP. So that's just the, this is manufactured in a GMP facility. That just means it's a good place. G4 Chrome Series, I think that's just an advertising thing. Serving size, 1 scoop. Inside the container there's a scoop. Okay, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Check it out. Make sure it's sealed. You know, if it's not sealed, bring it back. And what GNC does is, if you don't like it, you can bring it back within a month. So, I read some reviews about this one, and some people have a reaction to it. It's just too strong. So if you react, if your body gets the jitters or something like that, then bring it back. So, one time I had gotten a sample, and it really gave me the jitters. I was talking to a salesman there just a little while ago, and he said those samples are 2 servings. He said, so if you took the whole pack, well, of course you're going to get the jitters. So, this is my first experience with C4. I've taken a lot of other ones though, but I figured I'd try this one. Oh, that one time I did get the sample. I know it really gave me the jitters, so I never bought it again. But I got this one on sale. I had a coupon or something, and I got it for $10. So. Okay, so this is a scoop. That looks like a teaspoon scoop. So here they're saying serving size is 1 scoop. So first time you take this stuff, don't take a lot, you know, just in case you have a reaction to it. So I'm only going to take about a 1/4 scoop. Plus it's getting late here. I don't want to be up all night. I just wanted to do the video. So this is a fruit punch flavor. So that's why it's coming out like a fruit punch. So, smells really good. It's kind of got a strawberry smell to it. Nope, tastes great. Wow. Usually when things taste good, there's a lot of sugar. So let's check that out. I don't see any sugar on the label. So on the label, it says this beta alanine is what gives people the jitters. But I know a few years back I was taking niacin. I had low good cholesterol. See, there's two types of cholesterol. There's bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. There's a couple of different ways they can fix the good cholesterol, and the safe way is just to take a niacin vitamin. You can go over to the drugstore and buy it. And the first time I took the niacin, man, I really got the tingles. My face turned all red. They call it flushing. So there's different types of niacin. Some you get the flushing, some you don't get the flushing. And by flushing, I mean you get the tingles and you turn out red. I read that it won't hurt you, but when you're going through it, it's kind of scary. You know, the first time you run into it. Most people jump in the shower, you know, because you don't know what's going on. So, one young fella at GNC said to me, "That's the best part." So I don't know about that. So just start slow. You know, just start with like a quarter scoop or less, and then like every week, just kind of go up a little bit more until your body gets used to it. It's mainly just the caffeine that's going to pump you up. The arginine here will pump you up a little bit. So 5 calories in a scoop, and so on. So this label's really small, and it's almost impossible to read this in the video here. So what I wanted to do was, we'll move over to the computer and we'll download the PDF from GNC, and we'll go over it on the computer screen. Okay, but I thought I'd open it up and show it to you on camera. So you can see there's not much in there. They could make the container a lot smaller. If they make it smaller, though, you wouldn't be able to get your hand in there. This is another time where it's nice to save your scoops and use a scoop with a bigger handle. Or, you know, you can just use a regular teaspoon. And I dried off my spoon here. So like there's 1 scoop. Okay, so 1 scoop's more than a teaspoon. I'd call that like a heaping teaspoon. So I wouldn't take that the first time, no matter what. You know, the first time you try this stuff, I'd go with like, you know, like that much, just to make sure your body's not going to react to it. Okay. Okay, so C4 pre-workout. Let's see. I think you should take it like 30 minutes before training. Yeah, here it says 20 to 30 minutes before training. And then, you know, you might even want to sip on it while you're working out. You know, put it in a shaker. And then you might even want to put it in a shaker. You know, and sip on it just a little bit while you're working out. Something I did here was I wrote right on top, 1 scoop, no more than 2 scoops a day. Because sometimes I forget and I'll start taking more and more, take some in the morning, some in the afternoon, and then some more at night. So this one I wanted to be careful with. So I wrote right here on the top so I wouldn't forget. Okay, so to continue, if you go out to the GNC website and then just click what you're looking for, you can see there's different types of C4. I was talking to a fella at the store the other day, and he had 3 or 4 versions there. He had the regular version here, and then he had the ripped version. He said that has a thermogenic to help you lose weight. And then there was a mass version. Here's the mass version that helps you gain weight, gain muscle. Here's the ultimate. I don't remember exactly what he said there, but I think that was just double of what the regular one was. And then he had the pre-mixed ones too, and I talked to him about that for a few minutes, and we'll come back to that. So here's the regular one. If we click on that, and then here's the label. You can download the label as a PDF. Just click on this guy here, and most likely you have the Adobe Reader installed. That's a pretty common thing now. So here's our label. So we can check this product out without even going to the store. If we click this guy here with the arrow, that downloads it to your desktop. So click Save. I have a folder named C4, and I've already downloaded that file. So let's see here. So most of this we've already gone over. So it's a pre-workout. You take it before you exercise just to give you energy to get through your workout. Some people don't need it. They already have the energy, but that's what you would use this for. Fruit punch flavor, 30 servings. That means 30 scoops in the container. And I usually stretch that out. I usually only take a half a scoop. I think we already went through this. 5 calories in a serving. Very few carbs, so you don't gain weight. A little bit of vitamin C. 30 micrograms of niacin. A few years back, my good cholesterol. There's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. My good cholesterol was low, and the doctor gave me niacin vitamin pills. I just went to a regular drugstore, bought the vitamin pills right off the rack, and I don't remember for sure, but I think those were only 5 milligrams. it was really low. Might have been 20. But I think 30 is quite a bit. But what niacin does is it'll make you get all flushed. Some people, or most people, your face will get red. If you don't know about that, if you don't realize what's happening, most people go around and jump in the shower. So that's why start up slow. Just take like a quarter scoop and see how it affects you, and then build up to it. Vitamin B6, folic, B12. Lots of workout powders have a little bit of vitamins. They just throw a little bit of everything in. The main stuff though would be the beta alanine. That's what really gives you the tingling. So between the beta alanine and the niacin, those are the two things that'll really get you fired up. And let's see here. So we got 30 milligrams here, 1.6 gram here. They throw in a little creatine. Normally you want like 5 grams of creatine a day. I think I have a separate video on creatine, but 5 grams a day is standard, so they just throw in a little bit here in case you're not taking any. The arginine also helps you lose weight. I think in the ripped version they add more arginine. Here's the energy blend. Most of these look pretty exotic. Okay, so then if we come back and look at the label here, this is the one I was having a hard time reading. It says do not exceed recommended daily intake. So 1 scoop. Take 1 serving, 1 scoop, mixed with 6 ounces of water. I usually put it in a full shaker, 20 to 30 minutes before training. It needs time to get in your blood system, so you got the energy. Once tolerance has been assessed and you want more of a boost, you can take more. So what they're saying there is start with 1 scoop, and then if it doesn't affect you too bad, then you can go up to 2 scoops. And then it says do not exceed 2 scoops per day. So that's why I was saying, start out with a quarter scoop, make sure it doesn't affect you, because everybody's body reacts differently to every workout powder. You just never know how it's going to react. So just start out with a little bit. Drink a lot of water. And it says here, some individuals may experience a harmless tingling sensation, which is from the beta alanine. Beta alanine. That's what I was saying here, the beta alanine 1.6. That's where you get the tingle. But the niacin might do it too. Okay, so between the niacin and the beta alanine, you're probably gonna get a tingle. Okay, then they just go through some warnings here. This product is only intended to be consumed by healthy adults, 18 years or of age or older. Do not use this product if you are pregnant, nursing, or currently taking nitrates for chest pains, or if you are taking medication used to treat erectile dysfunction. such as PDE-5 inhibitors. Before using this product, consult a licensed qualified healthcare professional, including but not limited to, if you are taking antidepressants such as NaOI or SSRI, blood thinners, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, pseudoephedrine, or if you are taking any dietary supplement, prescription drug, or over-the-counter medication, or if you suspect you have been treated for, diagnosed with, or have a family history of any medical condition, including but not limited to high or low blood pressure, diabetes, glaucoma, anxiety, cardiovascular, psychiatric or seizure disorders, cardiac arrhythmia, stroke, heart, liver, kidney, or thyroid disease, or difficulty urinating due to enlarged prostate. This product contains caffeine and should not be used by individuals wishing to eliminate caffeine from their diet, or in combination with caffeine or stimulants from other sources. So don't mix it with any other energy drinks, including but not limited to coffee, tea, soda, or other dietary supplements or medications. Discontinue use 2 weeks prior to surgery. Immediately discontinue use and contact a medical doctor if you experience any adverse reaction to this product. Do not exceed recommendations for suggested use. Use only as directed. Do not use if safety seal is broken or missing. Store in a cool, dry place. Keep out of reach of children. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So that being said, that's a pretty scary label. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I don't really see anything here that's all that scary. So this stuff down here, I don't know what this stuff is, but it doesn't look too bad. Arginine might pump you up a little bit. They're saying the beta-alanine might pump you up a little bit, and the niacin might pump you up a little bit, but everything else seems pretty harmless. You got 150 milligrams of caffeine. An average cup of coffee is about 120 milligrams. So the caffeine with the arginine and the beta-alanine and the niacin, so there's like 4 things in there. Taking all 4 things at one time. That's why they say don't mix it with any other energy drink or even coffee. Okay, so getting back to the pre-mixed, fella that worked at the store, he had told me that the pre-mixed really gave him more energy than the powder. So if we go here and look at the label, see there's 65 milligrams of niacin. That's more than double the powder. And the beta alanine, 3876 milligrams. In the regular one, it's 1600. It's more than double. Okay, so this one on the left is the powder. This one on the right is the pre-mixed. So you can see niacin is 30. Niacin in the pre-mixed is 65. Beta alanine in the powder is 1.6. And then down here they list it differently. But the beta alanine combined with all this other stuff is 3876. So this 1.6, that's basically 1600 milligrams. So if you double that, it's 3200, and it's still less than this one total. And it's serving size 1 bottle. So from what I can see, this pre-mixed has more than double of just those 2 items. And like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritional expert. I'm just trying to decipher these labels. So what I'm thinking is they might have meant to label this as 2 servings per container. And the reason why I say that, when a few years ago they had put out samples of C4 in little plastic packets. And I remember getting that, and I used it. I don't remember exactly how much I used. I probably used the whole packet, and it really fired me up. I mean, I was tingling all over, and I never tried it again. And when I bought it this time, this at least a couple years, I was talking to the fella that I know well there at the store, and what he said was the packets are 2 servings. So if I took the whole packet, I was getting 2 servings. So you would think normally a packet's 1 serving, you know. So you know, I just thought I'd try it again. My local store quit selling the one that I normally take, you know, and I had a coupon, so I got this really cheap. So I thought I'd do a video on it. Okay, see ya. Bye.